Yo, what's good? It's the Alpha Wolf. I'm back and I have some more information for you guys. More information. That's the key, In your bodybuilding career, you're going to learn that information is vital. It's key, Without it, you're lost. So, even though I'm on a lean bulk right now, I'm going to give you all tips on getting lean. So now I'm going to start you off with calories. Now, you can only get calories from 3 sources, alright, in foods: fats, carbohydrates, and proteins. So if you have something you're ingesting that has either one or all 3 of those, that's where you get your calories from. Fats, proteins, carbs. Carbs, protein, fats. Doesn't matter the order. If they're in it, you have calories. So another tip for losing weight is calories. Calories in versus calories out. Energy expenditure. So if you're taking in less calories than you are burning out that day, you're putting yourself in a caloric deficit, which means you're going to start to lose body fat. Now, when you notice your fat loss is starting to slow down, what you want to do is lower your carbohydrates, okay? Those are one of the most important things you can do. Lower the carbs, don't lower the protein, because calories come from 3 sources. Like I said, fat, proteins, and carbohydrates. You don't want to lower your protein. You want to lower your carbohydrates, all right? Lower your carbs. It's going to help facilitate, more fat loss. Now, the reason you do not want to, manipulate your fats too much or lower your fats too much is because of this. And I have it written down here. Fats are needed for hormones, blood sugar, and insulin. So you don't want to mess with your fats too much because you need those. But when it comes to carbohydrates, you can manipulate that, drop it down even more, and you're going to see a little more fat loss. But the protein, you want to keep your protein where it's at, or even increase your protein. Because increasing that protein, you're going to preserve muscle. Another point I want to get out there is this. When you're on your diet, in order to get the best results. Now this is all about being optimal, Lowering your carbs, increasing your protein, all these things, all this manipulation you're doing, that's very vital. But one thing you want to do is this: eat as cleanly as possible. Whole foods. Stick to whole foods, Yeah, you're going to have to sacrifice. But if you're working out as a weekend warrior, or you're prepping for a show, or you just want to get, better health. Your health is, is diminishing, and you want to get on a weightlifting regimen or cardio regimen, whatever it is you do, you have to eat clean, There's no point in doing all this hard work if you're going to sit back and say, oh, well, I'm going to eat this, I'm going to eat that. It doesn't really matter what you eat. A calorie is a calorie. A gram of fat is a gram of fat, blah, blah, blah. While you're sitting here giving up all these excuses, there's someone over here that's working even harder than you are, So, with that said, you want to do things, as best as you can. You don't want to cut corners, especially when it comes to your health. That's the difference between life and death, For instance, I don't want to get into story mode, but, I have family members who are, I used to give them advice back in the day, and, they would say, oh, whatever, people want to blow it off. They don't want to listen, And then it gets to a point, I'm talking from experience here, to now, they have these complications and they're just wishing, oh, I listened and I wasn't eating this, I wasn't eating that. At the time when someone's explaining something to you and you're just fine, but they're trying to warn you, but, you're not seeing anything going wrong, you tend to not care. And you think, well, nothing's happening to me now. Who gives a shit? Whatever, I'm not trying to hear that. But eventually, not for everyone, but some people, you get to a point where, just like that, it all changes. Now you're sitting there thinking to yourself, damn, I wish if I coulda, shoulda, woulda. Is that how it goes? I shoulda listened. I coulda listened, but I didn't because, ego got in the way, or, nothing's happening to me now. You're like a smoker, you got your best buddy, he jumps on cigarettes at 15. You tell him, hey, man, you shouldn't be smoking. I don't give a shit. I know people who are, my grandpa's 90 years old and he smokes. Everything, he's fine. He's still alive. And then, 2 years later, the dude's fucked up. Everyone is different, and that's bad, So, I'm just throwing in analogies there, little tips. I'm trying to motivate people. I kind of get off track a little bit. I throw a story or two in there But if just listen to what I'm saying, apply that. You want to eat clean. That's basically what I'm trying to say here. You want to do things, to the best of your ability. Yes, it's easy. It's very easy to, sit there and just do whatever you want, or, throw in crap here and there and give yourself 1,000 excuses. It takes a real strong individual to sit back and have the discipline to do what you don't want to do when you need to do it. That's what I'm trying to imply here. So I just want to throw that in there for you guys. So with all that said, those are just a few tips to help you, get lean, lose a little weight, depending on how much weight you want to lose. Throw those tips in there, keep the calories low, lower the carbs, adjust them down, track your, like I said, notebook, pencil, mechanical pencil. Track what you're doing, keep track, keep a log. Or if you don't want to use pencil and paper, use my Fitness Pal. It's an awesome tool. I'm on there, I think I'll put the link somewhere on my YouTube. So, keep track of what you're doing, stay focused, be determined, eat clean. Now, hey, you can check my IG. I mean, I've had days where I'm eating fried chicken, or I might eat some M&Ms, or, everybody eats crazy stuff every so often. I'm not saying just give up on everything, because that sucks. But, if you really don't need it, one day you say, okay, you know what? I want some M&Ms. Like I say to myself, I want to go to the vending machine, throw a buck in there, Then I tell myself, nah, don't do it. A few days later, okay, I'll reward myself with it if I think about it a few days later, because, hey, I didn't do it that one day, and I didn't do it the next day after. So 3 days later, let me go in there, I'm at work, on break. I'll go get me a pack, because I'm not doing it every day. Because when you give in, once, and then you say, well, I did it the last time, what the hell, just one more pack. Then that next pack turns to another pack. Or that one soda turns into 2 sodas, into 3 sodas, into 4 sodas. Or that one slice of pizza turns into 2 slices of pizza. You got to have that discipline. But I don't want to sit here and preach to you guys. I want to give you that motivation to let you know that, hey, everybody's the same and we're all in the same boat. I'm not getting on here preaching like, I don't eat any junk food. Yeah, I eat junk food. Matter of fact, today, let me jump up real quick. I'll show you what I did, but I'm on a bulk. So remember that. Be right back. Check out the posters. Boom. Went and got me a pack of M&Ms. Cracked them open. Got to grubbing. As you can see. But, like I said, I had that pack of M&Ms today. Not going to have one tomorrow. Or the day after. That's where the discipline comes in. I'm not going to have another pack later on tonight. Because, I just had some. I'm going to be thinking, an hour or two from now, oh, man, I want some more M&Ms. I'll just run to the store and get some. No, have that discipline. Just tell yourself, no. No. Alright, so with that said, you guys, keep the discipline up, get in the gym, bang it out, and, it's okay to tell yourself no, because at the end of the day, yeah, I can't even talk right. At the end of the day, you're going to get those results that you want. Alright, till next time.